Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favorite Will Smith movies. Yes, everyone's been saying make more top 10 lists about movie related shit. So here y'all go, you bunch of babies. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's not waste any more time. I have a couple movie related top 10 lists. I'm just gonna power through them as quick as I can. I'm gonna start off with Will Smith because I thought I made a top 10 list for Will Smith, but then I looked at my content and I'm like, I guess I didn't. So I'm an idiot. Let's get to it. Here's my top 10 favorite Will Smith movies. I have one honorable mention. That's Spies in Disguise as an honorable mention. Let's get to it. Number 10 is All E. All E is about Muhammad Ali. No fucking shit, right? This movie is written and directed by Michael Mann. Definitely not one of his best movies. It's no Collateral or Last of the Mohegans or Heat, but it's still a good boxing movie with a really, really great, solid performance by Will Smith. One thing about Will Smith, he's a damn likable guy. He's a charming, good-looking dude, and I love his movies. And well, I love him in his movies. I don't love all his movies. I just love him in his movies. Even like Wild Wild West. That movie is complete shit, but he's like the best thing in it. I wish we were counting TV shows because I put Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I grew up with that show, but anyways, Ollie's a good boxing movie, and it's a little long, but it's still a good story. It tells a good story about Muhammad Ali. I don't know a lot about Muhammad Ali, so I'm assuming it was accurate. So I liked him. I liked Jamie Foxx in the movie. Michael Mann's direction was good. He's more geared for good, like, crime stories more than biopics, but he did a relatively good job. So, yeah, Ali. Number 9, Men in Black 3. Better than Men in Black 2. And Men in Black International. That movie was an abomination. Men in Black 3 is pretty good. It's my second favorite out of the Men in Black series. It has Agent J going back in time and dealing with the past and that creepy alien dude played by, I think, Jermaine Clemens. And you got Josh Brolin as the young Agent K, and he does an amazing Tommy Lee Jones impression. It's spot on, but good job, Josh Brolin. And yeah, it's a really fun action sci-fi film. There's a couple side characters that are a bit irritating, but as a Men in Black film, it works. Number 8, Hancock. Hancock is easily the most underrated Will Smith movie. I don't understand the hate. I think this movie is great. I think it's funny. I think it's unique. I think it's original. And I think it's a cool way to do kind of like a superhero movie, and it's its own original superhero film. It's literally about a guy who has like superpowers. He has no idea how he got these powers, and he's kind of a jackass. He's just a drunk dude that destroys the city. He doesn't really know how to save people's lives. But then he runs into a man played by Jason Bateman, and he wants to help him. So he goes to like prison and does his time and gets therapy and tries to better himself as a person and be a better hero and stuff. And it's a very real movie. It has a really good story with good characters and a very good ending. A very good ending. Charlize Theron's okay. I really enjoy every scene with Will Smith and Jason Bateman. I think they work off each other really good. I think Will Smith as this like drunk, broken, superpowered man is really interesting and very compelling. And I like that Jason Bateman's is this guy trying to help him and stuff. And I actually really enjoy Hancock as a film, and I don't understand why it gets the hate. I think it's a very good film. Number 7 is The Pursuit of Happiness. A very Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, you got to pursue happiness after watching this movie because it's a very sad film. It's not a very happy-go-lucky film, but it gets happy at the ending. It's got a good story. It's uplifting at the ending because he gets a job. But it's a lot about him and his son being homeless and stuff, and he's trying to find work and a home to provide for him and his son. His son's played by his actual son, Jaden Smith, and as much as I hate Jaden Smith as an actor, I think Will Smith carries the film and is very good in the film, and he gives a very good performance, and the direction is very good, and it shows the realistic of being homeless and trying to provide for your son and stuff. It's very good. It's a very interesting story about parenting and, achieving your dreams. It's a very good film. Number 6 is 6 Degrees of Separation. Definitely one of his earliest films. This was almost, I think it was just after or maybe still during Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Very interesting movie about classism and homosexuality. It's a very good film. It's got really great performances, especially by Will Smith himself. And Yeah, I think it's based off a play, and I've never seen the play, but the script for this movie is very good, and Will Smith is very good film. Number 5 is Bad Boys for Life. I don't like the Bad Boys films very much. I think the first one is decent, and the second one is too many Michael Bayisms in it. But Bad Boys for Life was a really good film, very funny. Him and Martin Lawrence are back, and they have great chemistry as always, and it's very funny, got cool kick-ass action, and it's a film that I actually wanted to watch more than once, so kudos for that. Number 4 is Hitch. Hitch is one of my favorite rom-coms. It's a very good movie. Will Smith plays the date doctor, Alex Hitchens, and he basically finds guys, or guys find him for them to get the girl of their dreams, because these guys are kind of like average Joes, or below average Joes. They're not very attractive, they're very overweight, and they don't know how to talk to women. So Will Smith comes and helps them out and tries to get the girls of their dreams. And it's a very funny movie. It's very endearing, heartwarming film. It's one of my favorite feel-good movies. Every time I watch Hitch, it's always a good feel-good, and I really enjoy it. And in the movie, he has to fall in love, but he's so good at getting others to fall in love with each other. When it comes to him falling in love, it's very complicated. He doesn't really know how to do it, so it's very good. It's very funny. Number 3, I Am Legend. I Am Legend is a very good film, and yeah, I think Lindsay's saying that. I think that's her favorite. I Am Legend relies solely on his performance. If his performance fails, the movie fails, because it's mostly him in the film. There's a couple characters here and there, but it is mostly him and the dog. And the relationship between him and the dog is probably the heart of the story. Basically, it is a post-apocalyptic movie, and like these mutant zombies have taken over, and he's basically the last man on Earth. Him and his dog are the last people on Earth, and it's just him surviving. It's just him walking around, looking for others. He's also a scientist, and he's trying to find a cure for this mutation, and it's almost him trying to deal with his loneliness, and it's a very, very, very good movie. It's very sad, very emotional, very compelling. Will Smith is incredible in the film. I think it's one of his best performances. I think he's absolutely spectacular in this film. And I think the whole movie is a terrific 9 out of 10 film. I think the movie could have been a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't. I think the ending is good, but I think the ending could have been better. The alternate ending to the movie is a lot better. If they would have used the alternate ending, I think the movie wouldn't have just been solid masterpiece. But it's still a great film. All right, number 2. Number 2 is the first Men in Black. I love this movie's childhood. I watched the hell out of this movie as a kid. I had the VHS tape and everything. I saw Men in Black 2 and 3 in theaters because I loved the first one so much. Really great film. It's interesting to compare. It's interesting to pair up Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith together because they're so opposite of each other. Because Tommy Lee Jones is like this very stick in the mud, tough guy. Like he doesn't have any comedy in him, and he's like a straight laced guy. And Will Smith is the funny dude, and they work off each other brilliantly, and it's very, very funny. And the whole the scene when he first goes into the Men in Black Corporation is probably the funniest scene in the whole movie, when he's trying to like write on the paper and when he's shooting the alien cardboards. It's so funny. I won't spoil any of the jokes just in case you haven't seen it. Super funny film. And you also have Vincent D'Onofrio as a villain. He's great too. So yeah, love the movie. Number 1, personal favorite, just because I love it to death. Number 1, Will Smith movie, Enemy of the State. Enemy of the State is my favorite. I love everything about this movie. As just a person who likes a good espionage movie, a good action thriller, this is my favorite. I love this movie. Everything about it. It's one of my favorite Tony Scott films, right there with like True Romance and stuff. I love it. It's a cool movie about the government and how they can control a lot of things, and they're after him because he saw something that he shouldn't have saw and everything. And he needs the help of Gene Hackman in the movie, who's been also hiding from the government for a long time. It's a great movie. It's got a great cast, great direction, and just everything about Enemy of the State is just sheer fun. It's a great thrill ride of a film, and yeah, I love it. I love it. Great 90s film. So yeah, that was my top 10 personal favorite Will Smith movies. In the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this top 10 list? If not, give me your guys' top 10 favorite Will Smith movies and your guys' opinion. And yeah, like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.